Hello guys, welcome back to your boy, the usual voice here, gonna be Daks, going in to Lijiang Tower with my good friends, my good team of Beshi Waps in the Overwatch scene, the MMK boys in full force. We do see someone new though into our lineup. Phil gonna be joining us for the Scrim League experience as well. We do see some additions. We do, I believe, we have Grand, Negear, and Marky as well for us in the MMK roster. But anyway, it is what it is. Let's get started. We do see MMK just memeing around right now again. On the other hand, Shadiness decided to go for the goats already with Diana. So the 3-3 gonna be enabled pretty handily here by the Bio Grenade, as well as an anti-heal. Gonna be such a victory condition here for the side of Shadiness. Shadiness, I believe, is from Thailand. So if I'm wrong about that, hopefully I'm not, because I just assume most players are from Thailand. Most of the teams honestly from Thailand, because the Thailand scene is absolutely humongous. Honestly, you can see like 100+ teams in very small local tournaments with cash prizes, so kudos to them. Well, but then the size itself makes it not so small. As a Phil now, we'll start things off with the Pharah Mercy alongside Jordan. Standard stuff here, bringing back old Miraculum days. Let's see if the Pharah and Mercy can work together after getting that first frag already. They're just bouncing around the goats here with the Wrecking Ball. And this is a very good lineup against the Wrecking Ball. They have against the goats rather. They have the Wrecking Ball here to throw for the displacement, the Pharah Mercy to do a lot of damage as well from the sky, and of course the Winston Wrecking Ball pairing is one that you want to maximize damage against barriers, including the Brigitte and the Reinhardt. Usually if you want to counter Brigitte, you can go for a Ryan Winston pairing for your main tank and work accordingly. But this time, MMK bring out the Wrecking Ball again, going for the hamster play and dodges into the backline. Forced out, Phil on the other hand with a takedown onto one. Rocket Punch is available already, the first one of his kind. But Billy following suit, ready with the Dragon Blade. So MMK in control, but they have lost their front line there with Fascinate falling inside the corner. We do have a rally also here from El Prezzo. This might be a protect El Prezzo moment here from Shadiness. They are waiting on for the sleep dart to come on out, and Gucci is fine right now. Gucci gang. Billy though, getting the Nana boost, will go for the blade, wants to go for the swing onto the Ana. Perfect bubble there to keep Dana alive, but Cheon will fall. Billy now almost falling into the abyss, but 2 kills going the way of MMK. In the meantime, Shadiness getting the point back with their Lucio, but this is gonna be a very short contest here from Kinji Desu. He's gonna fall. No, he's gonna wall ride on out. Can he stay alive? No, he slides on down the kill box. Way too high in that situation. What's up? Shadiness? I'm not sure. Am I not pronouncing the name right? Please hit me up. Pinay din yung Shadiness Daks? No. They are a Thai team. So for now, we do see a hack there. Fascinate trying to get on out, but he's gonna fall. Mine to our place there. By dodge this. In the meantime, Phil still above. Jordan on the hand with the Valkyrie as well. And sadly, we didn't get to see much of a Jordan a while ago, just having some ping problems. Gonna go on to Rebirth right now, and we do see the Nana boost. Rebirth trying to get on out. Gets the sleep right there onto the Zarya. Also putting a hamper on to Chrome. Chrome now with a deflect. Gets on out, but this is MMK in complete control so far. Rebirth now with a takedown onto one. Fascinate getting into the fray, ready with the Primal Rage, but that's gonna be a kill. Gucci with a Rage Shatter at the end. He knows this is over. Can Shadiness get back into it? Not really sure right now, because for the meantime, we do see the overtime. We have El Prezzo just roaming around. Fascinate already getting to by the spawn point. The Wrecking Ball trying to stay alive. Chrome though coming back into it. Cheon would take down the one. Phil, Rocket Barrage all over the place, just spreading out death and destruction in his wake. Rebirth on the hand, ready to land. Will he pop it? Yes, he does. Puts it onto the Pharah, and this is gonna be MMK in control again with Chrome falling in the first place. So MMK gonna take it. TH team Shadiness or Sha. I'm actually not sure. But yeah. Thank you guys for tuning on in. I'm not really sure. There is a delay. 3-minute delay, by the way. Shadiness. Okay, Shadiness. I got it, guys. I got it. Shadiness. Dude, pronunciation is the name of the game.
One. Round two. Capture the objective.
But anyway, we'll go on to Gardens now. Dutch is still gonna play on that Wrecking Ball, and this is what MMK likes to do a lot. Wrecking Ball is usually their meta main tank, to be honest, and that's why it's pretty easy to counter them with a Sombra in the first place. There's gonna be a dash on now from Billy, trying to do some damage. In the meantime, Cheon with a good flat layer, getting onto the left-hand side and staying alive into this fight. Now you get the pick on both Billy and Fascinate. This is gonna be Shadiness in control. Stever connecting on the dodge. This perfect flashbang as well from El Prezo. And now the Hamster has to back on now. Shadiness on the point, and MK faltering already in that fight. Fascinating Phil switching. Joran dodged this. Everyone switching it out. Gonna go on the dive. They know that the Sombra is out and about, and Chrome is on the prowl, but gets a Sonic Arrow to his face. He will get failed. MMK now gonna go for the speed boost, not using the mobility abilities to go on in. Deadeye though from the backline. Good defense basics from Fascinate, but still Rebirth does well. El Prezo now getting to, doesn't need any protecting. He has the hot hand here with the McCree. Goes for Joran next. Can the Lucian stay alive? No. The Soundwave there to get the takedown. And that was a beautiful play there from Shadiness. Exactly what they needed to do against the push from MMK. They had the advantage. They only had to wait out those 2 seconds, and MMK wasn't able to actually pounce on the McCree in time. They didn't use... The good thing what MMK did there was they didn't use the movement abilities to get to the fight, but instead just ran with the speed boost. But at the same time, that's the problem. They didn't actually use it. That was their folly into the next part. Now we have a Nano Winston jumping into the backline. In the meantime, look at that. The Winston just going for a shock onto Joran. El Prezo again with a takedown. Next will be Billy. Can the Genji stay alive? No. Phil on the other hand has to deal with a rampaging Winston. And Gucci Gang with the takedown, with the beatdown. Fascinate there. Gang D-Mech. Can MMK actually get back into this, because this is going to be Shadiness in control of the bridge. They get a boop onto Fascinate as well, who was going to take himself down in the first place. Now we have a pick. That's a huge pick there from MMK, getting rid of the McCree. A slower hero to get into the fight. KTN trying to stay alive. There's the EMP. There's going to be a nano boosted Genji, but he can't whip out the blade. Fire grenade connecting onto the Shimano Bros. Ken MMK still go for the push. You have a chance to get big bomb coming into the backline. The Ana in a bad spot. Rebirth will fall instead. Finally, Billy gets the blade, but El Preza has other plans already. Deadeye connecting KTN with the takedowns. Fascinate with the self-drop to the left-hand side. Won't get enough. Dodge is now with the Prime Bridge just hammering away. That's a good hack there. And really, Shadiness figuring out how to deal with the Wrecking Ball. That's when it's... Next month. Hello Plat Chat. Hello guys. I'm glad to see y'all here. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to have y'all. I mean, I can only talk to you in chat between rounds, but you know, I have to win the trophy with the pride is ours. God damn it, Chris. But yeah, let's talk about these games real quick. So, just a real heads up with the Scrim League. Just honestly, I love the system. This helps scenes who are looking for opponents for scrimmages and practices. It's such an easy system to get into. If you guys didn't sign up with your team, it's a little bit of a waste, but it's really for people who are in for the long haul, because this thing is gonna last for the next 2 months. But this fight might be over before it even begins, as El Prezo with the ice wall already. Gonna be a counter charge there from Dodge this. Sleep Dart now connecting, and look at the Junkrat just making it rain from the backline. This time though, Shadiness not gonna play the Sombra anymore, and this might give MMK an opportunity to whip out the Hamster again. Gucci and Dodge is gonna slam onto each other, and Dodge with the Fire Strike thanks to the anti-heal. In the meantime, MMK blocked off by the ice wall. They're gonna rotate now to the point. Billy getting whip shot, and this is gonna be a pretty strong Brigitte comp here from MMK. The 2-1-3 with the Sombra. Phil trying to go for the flank into the middle line. Will be able to get takedown there with Fascinate. And just look at the positioning here from MK in terms of the team roster. Phil, Joran, Fascinate, 3 of the Miraculum 6 right there back into the game. In the meantime, MK fielding 3 of their homegrown talents. Honestly, Billy is part of Miraculum as well. So this is going to be a 4 out of 6 Miraculum lineup. But enough about the past. We're looking to the future, especially with Team Pounded. Just a quick little plug right there if you haven't seen the news. As the Riptide now going to go off on top. That was very, very close. Ice Wall down. Chrome struggling to even get the kill, but will decide to go on to dodge this instead. So for the red team of Shadiness, they get the point on back. And now the progress will start to tick here for the Thai squad. In the meantime, looking at the position here for Shadiness, they're trying to deal with the Sombra. with El Prezzo all the way in the backline. In the meantime, Phil gonna go for the suicide translocate. Doesn't get focus. Good shatter there to connect on to Gucci. And this is gonna be MK on the attack. But a blizzard here from El Prezzo, just icing the chances of MMK. Ice Wall perfectly in place. El Prezzo playing a beautiful May game in this one. A Sound Barrier now from Jordan to keep the fight alive, and Rebirth will be able to get killed onto Kinji Desu. El Prezzo still working on that Sombra, but the Sound Barrier just dropping the hottest tapes there. A lot of shielding going their way. MMK now gonna go for the rotate. Here comes Fascinate, has a lot of energy to do some damage and will deal with the May first. So sadly, Shadiness, even with a good Blizzard, isn't able to get the kills in time. A beautiful Sound Barrier there from Joron. MMK gonna go for the push again, and they're gonna get the flip on back. So it looks like both teams were sizing each other up in the past 2 rounds. But this time here on Control Center, it's pretty even. Another pick off though from Shadiness. And MMK on the back foot. They do have to use the Amped Up healing though to keep everyone topped up before this fight. Here comes the Reptile right now. Another impressive avoid play there from Chrome, and he gets 3. This fight is already over. MMK on the retreat. The Junkrat, a huge Reptile there. We have the replay. No, we don't have the replays enabled yet. Sad to see that. But Gucci gonna go for some swings again. Dodges right now, tossing out a Fire Strike in response, trying to get that shatter. But Gucci has other plans because he has his ready already. Graviton surge out from Fascinate. Sound Barrier comes on out, can dodge, get the proper angle. EMP now, and here's the counter grab though from KTN. MK stuck in place, but they only have lost 1. And now we have a rally here from Billy. They're gonna go for the push. Speed boost is enabled as well. Huge shatter here from Gucci in response, goes for the Lucio. I felt that a while ago, and this time Shadiness in control, getting 4 kills. Perfect turnaround play. MMK forced to retreat. Fascinate though in a bad spot. They might get staggered for the meantime. Can MMK get back into this? They might need to go for a secret play. No fill has fallen. Can MMK penetrate this? Dodges just swinging around. Here comes Shadiness backing on out, giving some space, and Joran with the wall right to the end. Beautiful movement from the Lucio. Chrome with the backline punch, trying to stay alive. But look at this. No, everyone ignoring the Lucio. Could have gotten the pick here. Finally, there's the focus fire. Dodges on the other hand, taking advantage of the opening for the time being. In the meantime, here comes Phil into the backline. The Doof is trying to do some damage. Has to deal with the Hanzo. Here comes the punch connecting onto Diana. Chrome with the counter kill. Graviton Surge onto both sides. MMK gonna whip out the tank ultimates. And they get the flip by the fact that Fascinate was able to toss out the Graviton outside of the point. And in the meantime, from Shadiness, their Graviton was directly on the feet of MMK. So good flip here from MMK. An extremely close game between these two teams. In the meantime though, Gucci now gonna go for the push again. Look at the Reinhardt all the way to the left hand side. Oh, it's gonna be a Dragon Strike into the middle line, forcing MMK to back on out to the farther regions. But now an early Sound Barrier from Kinji Desu will not actually have any value. Rally now comes on out, and Fire Grenade is there as well. Here comes the Meteor Strike now from the side of Chrome. Where will it land? Into the middle line. Fascinate with the bubble, stays alive. Phil now with his own Meteor Strike. He gets a Sleep Dart, but MMK already in control of this. The only survivor will be El Prezzo, and looks like it is gonna be impeachment time because MK takes it 100-99, taking the first point of our series. Feels good to be back at the casting booth.
Play of the game. Triple kill.
Casting overplaying, guys. That was a really good reptile there from Chrome. I was very impressed. Map number 2 in our 4-game series here for the Scrim League. MMK right now with the 1-0, and we will see who will actually take the win here on Hanamura. So we do see a substitution here from MMK. Fascinate gonna pop one out real quick, just gonna have a little bite. Instead, Dinks will be playing. So I believe for the MK roster, they do have a 11-12 man roster. I mean, oh wait, I think the 12 includes me as manager. But yeah, more or less a hefty rotation for the PH players, just giving people an opportunity. And I believe if you guys do want to join, there are an opportunity to still hop onto the MMK train later on. We will see though, the Scrim League is something we decided to get into to just keep the discipline alive and just have a little fun in the meantime. But really, MMK trying pretty hard, honestly. They had a very good back and forth there in Lijiang Tower. But it looks like they're just messing around with the lineup. Gonna be changing a few things though. Might even go for the off roll in this instance. But here for Shadiness, they are gonna have Kinjidesu on that Lucio, Cheon on that Ana. So we have the standard Lucio Ana pairing. Oh, El Prezo on that with the Maker. So expect him to get a quick little bite of ramen and just get some shots on out. In the meantime, Phil already defending his homeland with the Hanzo up on top of the gate. Gonna go for the lunge to get in the way. And look at that, El Prezo with a diagonal crossfire, almost getting shot out onto the Hanzo. And in the meantime, the tank line out in front. Gonna be a dive on in from Billy this time. And this is gonna be the Genji. Just getting away by the skin of his teeth. Gucci now meeting dodges in pitch combat. The two Reinhardts in gladiatorial fashion. Gonna be a boop on out now from Kinji Desu. Very, very ambitious there. The swift strikes come on out here. And no one able to capitalize on the overextend from either side. Still the kill from Phil onto El Prezo. That was a little mistake there from Gucci. A huge anti-heal now from Joran. And here comes MMK onto the push. Philip with another takedown. KTN on the other hand onto the right hand side. 100 energy to its name. And Shadiness though has to back on out in the Zarya. For the Zarya, he knows he wants to stay alive because he doesn't want to lose that 100 energy marker. He's gonna be on the upper percentile of average energy at this rate if he just keeps on keeping on with his life. Now Billy dropping on down, pops a deflect, no one to take take advantage rather. As here comes the grab of the surge down from Dings, does get 3, Dragon into the middle line, a blade dash there from Billy as well, swift as the wind, and that's gonna be an easy win from MMK. Good snipe from El Prezo, but doesn't get the kill. So let's watch that one again. That was a really good setup there from Dinks. KTN just a little afraid, I believe. He did go with the grab, but sadly, Dinks with the counterplay. Beautiful stuff from MMK. Glad we got to see that again. A Dragon Blade's available. Shatter now comes from that. Dodges out and over with the speak easy play. Here comes Billy now with the dash. Jordan as well with a heal. Okay, I was gonna say he was going for the speed boost, but it's like, guys, enough is enough. We don't want to go for the overextend. But Phil has other plans. This gets rid of El Prezo, just toppling the king in his ramen corner. But in the meantime, 3 ultimates ready here for MMK. Billy right now just on top of the dragon, has his own, will whip it out, doesn't get the nano boost though. Who's nano boosted up? It's gonna be Revert with the boostio into the fight, even popping the sound barrier. Very questionable there from the support line of MMK. But it is what it is. In a minute 35 right now. Thank you guys. Shadiness. Come on guys. I know how to say it. Shadiness. Fern is here. Shout out to Fern. You guys played amazingly. Time manager number 1, Fern Ferrin. And now we have Dragon Blade now from Chrome into the backline. Wants to go for Phil first. There's the takedown. Nano Boost is out and about as well. Reinhardt off dodge this, cut to size. And Shadiness here just having a field day after that beautiful engagement there from Chrome. No one on to the point, however, but it's okay. Just a few extra seconds. And this is going to be Shadiness right now, just trying to take advantage. Billy, on the other hand, has other plans like a ninja. He's skulking around into the backline. Will he go for the contest? Yes, he does. Gets pooped around. And unfortunately, the sword is weaker than the hammer in this situation.
New defense point. Objective B.
Beautiful. Beautiful stuff there. Now it's Shadiness showing MMK how to do the Nano Blade in the first place. But what is that my cam? Why is that my cam for that area? It is so strange. But anyway, this is what it is. It's gonna be a fire strike now tossed out. Gucci down below. And Billy going for the flank to the right hand side. Does meet a shot there from El Prezo, but it's not gonna be enough to get a takedown. El Prezo good at getting a few dinks, but hasn't able to actually finish off anyone of note. So MMK now will start things off with the Dragon Strike to just zone out Shadiness. And when you use a Dragon Strike like that, you only have one reason to do so. It's to force your opponent to move. Because it has no real setup, it doesn't have any killing potential when everyone can just run around. And instead, you use it to cut your enemies. Any miscommunication there will be fatal when you get focused down by a coordinated team. And that was the instance there. Shadiness getting picked off twice. They are gonna go to the top right, but they have been staggered one member, so there's gonna be a slower push once again. El Preza now finally getting a headshot onto Joran, and that's a beautiful shot through the window. Infrasight now is available. Shadiness going to the right-hand side, looking for a shot now onto Rebirth. Can the Lucius stay alive? Gonna fall down instead. There's gonna be a Graviton Surge from KTN, and Gucci with the charge does get the 2 tackles. So for Shadiness, they're gonna be onto the point. In the meantime, can MMK kill for the contest? Rebirth with a good lunge there, but now he's being hampered. Can't use the sound barrier. Could have just waited in spawn instead. Billy gonna go for the nano boost. Blade into the fight. Earthshatter is avoided, and Billy gonna have free reign. Sadly, Gucci looks like a counterfeit in this one because he's not gonna get the slam there, and Billy just having a field day instead. Chayon though, able to shut this down, but the Ana knows this is a hollow victory. Gonna try to get out, but will get taken down instead by Rebirth. This is the casting I live for. Will. You guys flattered me so much. Always just have fun. Honestly, it is what it is. Sometimes, the better team wins. Wise was a team we could have beat, but they practiced so well and they countered that as really amazingly as well. So really good job by their management for the research. Now Sandbar comes on out. Chrome with the Dragon Blade as well. Look at that, all coming out. Dragon Strike right now to the right hand side. Can MMK actually get these picks now? Because it's gonna be Shadiness all over the point. They have gotten to, and Cheon up on top gets a headshot from Phil. A beautiful shot there from the Hanzo. And MK now gonna go for the push on out, wants to appreciate those cherry blossoms, but might stain it with the blood of Shadiness instead. What's their common ranks? Masters, I believe, for both teams. This is like, if you guys are trying to know what the Scrim League is, there are divisions, and this is Division 1, which is bare minimum Masters, 2 Grandmasters, usually the teams you see within the top 30-40 of the Open Division in the first place. Things right now though, out in front, using the Fire Grenade to stay alive, dodge this with a hero play, but honestly ends up a 0 instead. Fire Strike now comes on out, El Preza with I think he just used the Infrasight, so it has one down. Shadiness going in blind this time, not getting any value out of this Widowmaker. Till the kill there on the Phil. All I need is call El Preza out, and he's gonna get that takedown. Billy on the other hand, all the way in the back. Gucci running, dodge this over, but Billy already with the nano boost gets stuck in the Graviton, just walks into it for some reason, and he's gonna get taken down. That was a very questionable decision there from Billy. Now El Preza on to some shots to the Hanzo. He's trying to protect the ancestral sword of the Shimada clan, but the Widowmaker with a few extra shots there to get the takedown. For now though, Shadiness and MK just dancing on the payload. Billy is back into the fight. Phil decided to switch over to the Soldier 76, but the blade from Chrome with the takedown onto 1. And Shadiness finishing up the map with 43 seconds to spare. So it is gonna be a good stance for them to move on to the second round. But really, MMK with a valiant defense on both points, just keeping it within the halfway mark for most of it. You're the best. Not that good. Dude, why? Like, real talk, Wise was a team we felt the most confident to beat. But they just showed us. They showed us. And I'm really happy. I'm really happy for Fern and the Wise peeps because they played amazingly. They have improved so much. So I feel like they can go far. It really depends on how they're gonna work on it. I hope to see them here soon. And honestly guys, if MMK doesn't get into the round 2, you'll probably still see us around. And we can just hang out or whatever. We can just meme in the country. So don't worry about there are teams who might feel guilty a little bit just beating a PH team. It's on us to beat you. We are working hard on it, and we are going in a transitional phase right now with a new team coming up. Hashtag pound it. But we still work on it. We still try to play our best, and it was just a situation where you guys were the better team in very, very close fights. Clementine, dude, Clementine was amazing. A full number 2 fan, fucking huge viability, dude. Dude, we're not afraid of cursing here, just, you know, the occasional ones. Thanks, guys. Support the boys. Support the teams. There you go. Okay, what?
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
We start things off with a beautiful fire strike there from Gucci, upping his value already from like what, Supreme level to... I think Gucci is more expensive than Supreme, right? Ice Walnut comes on out, and it's gonna be another Mei tactic here from Shadiness. El Prezzo whipping out the Mei. And this is actually something to note, guys. This is something you might actually learn from, because the Mei might be a potential pick into the new meta as it comes online more, due to the fact that Mei has been changed already by this patch. With the Icicle Fall Off, you can do so much damage by sniping with the Mei, and the piercing left click also doing a lot of damage in very clustered situation. The Blizzard with a very good visual as well. Really Mei having a field day now. But sadly overshadowed by two heroes. One would be this one, the Doomfist, who falls to the hand of KTN, and one would be the Sombra with that perma invisibility. And MMK gonna run both. There you go with the res, really back into the fight. MMK now onto the point, and this is gonna force Shadiness off to the right hand side. 4 have fallen for the defense. Chrome now getting hacked. Poor Hanzo can't go for the lunge, and the MMK squad gonna get it within the 1.5 minute mark. Kudos to them with a good dive on in. Billy struggling to get a pick, however, and that was just the movement there from Shadiness, scattering around in these plays. Phil and Billy for the win. Dudes, the guy, the DPS line, love it. And it's honestly also fun to see Phil back into Overwatch. He decided to commit again, and hopefully we will see him into a new team soon. We'll see. Tomorrow will be the announcement of the Found It roster. I'm still hyped about the name, so I'm still gonna say it like that. But in the meantime though, Phil and Joran working together. Dodges now into the attack. Shatter honestly whiffed there by Dodge this, but MMK can still salvage this with the EMP. It is gonna be Dinks forced on out. There'll be a takedown on to Kinchi Desu. Sadly, guys, there are no alerts, but thank you guys for all the support. MMK now popping the sound barrier, going for the on the first. Phil taking a nap. Rebirth with the speed boost to allow MMK to close the distance. But this might be a fight that they have lost, because they are just getting 1-for-1 picks. Dinks with a takedown on to one more. But it is gonna be Shadiness taking it after 3 more picks. Dinks with a Translocate falls in the face of the McCree. In a situation where the attack and defense are even, it is gonna be towards the one with the spawn advantage. At point A, that is usually the attackers, but by point B, it's just a quick exit from the defender spawn. I want to be like that's when I grow up, dude. You shouldn't, but thank you for just loving me anyway. So the MMK gonna switch things off, gonna be on that Wrecking Ball again. Dodges right now, gonna go for the swing into the middle line, gets stunned up, shields are pop, and in the meantime, there you go, Phil with the Rocket Barrage, sadly only gets one, and here comes Billy into the skyline, gonna go for the Meteor Strike, landing into the center, getting absolutely nothing, and gets a Sleep Dart for his trouble. Xian right now, gonna push on out, they need to get the kill, however, and it's gonna be El Prezzo with a Deadeye, and a perfect shot there, onto the wings of Joran, forcing the Mercy to the ground. Dodges right now, gonna swing up on top, will be hampered there by the Genji. Flashbang now connecting, and there's gonna be another takedown here, courtesy of El Prezzo, an amazing McCree player in his own right, and a very good Mei player as well. In the meantime, like you can see here, that Shadiness has the specializations per role between El Prezzo and Chrome. El Prezzo a little better at that hit scan, but Chrome really good at infiltration. So very balanced lineup that can pretty much play whatever DPS that they want to. On the other hand, Shadiness right now showing a pretty good dive feel, and I think that is gonna be something that MK has to work on. Just trying to go for the trying to go against rather the anti-dive. Billy now onto the second floor, going for a few picks. Here comes a jump on in from Gucci onto the right hand side. In the meantime, Kinchi Desu does get Rebirth and Dinks, and Delucia just bringing in the beats, getting that top 1 spot. If MK forced on out, because they aren't on premium here. But interesting disposition here from MMK right now. They are trying to get in position by taking control of the high ground with Dodge this. They are also running a triple DPS. But the thing is, Shadiness has always been in control of the high ground due to the fact that they can body it a lot better than MMK has. MK needs to rely on things to get in position with the EMP, and the initial engagement point from Shadiness is a very scattered one in the first place. So the EMP won't be maximized in value into this fight. Self-destruct is almost available, Billy trying to get on out. Here comes the Lucio, but the sound wave there from Rebirth just tickling KTN. Now Dodge falls. This has to be MK backing on out. And really, one of the biggest weaknesses of triple DPS is a scenario like this when the opponent isn't actually gonna falter in a team fight. You need to get those picks on 1v1 scenarios, and MK hasn't been able to do that. Really, all eyes here are on Daks. He's just staying around right now, gonna translicate, gonna go for the EMP after the pile driver. In the meantime, here's the nano boosted blade from Billy onto El Prezo. Phil also does get to seeing Kinji Des and Chrome fall in the corner of eye. Self-destruct right now into the skyline, gets absolutely nothing but KTN on the lanterns this time. Here comes the Wrecking Ball with the mines, the Diva with the takedown onto one. Billy really no, and oh, it's a C9 there from Shadiness. Dodge this, scaring everyone off from the point with those glowing orbs.
Score.
Late night stream, it's a late night game, dude.
Switching sides.
I'm gonna swap sides again. Well, welcome to the longevity of 2CP. Let's read that again. Thailand. It'd be nice to go to Thailand someday. Just ride an elephant, eat some curry, and no lady boys, please. No lady boys. GGPH, Dota na lang. Tama. May is super good. And then the Dota streams. Dude, I haven't played Dota in so long. I welcome anyone here regardless of game preference. Crits, don't be mean. Just let them talk, you know the stream loops na naman eh. Just don't be toxic. You guys can talk about whatever. It is what it is. So, anyway.
Attackers incoming in
Back into the fight here. MMK right now deciding to whip something new out. Gonna be going on that Torbjorn play. Let's see how Phil will transition to get into position. And on the other hand now for Shadiness, gonna be a dive composition again. They have been very effective by this, but they were caught out by a really big EMP, and that was the win condition there from MMK. The moment Shadiness clumped up like that, they all got silenced, couldn't use their mobility, and got taken down one by one.
defend objective A.
So for now, big buy grenade there from Rebirth, slowing down the progress here of Shadiness. And he is gonna get it back, so MK already with the advantage. 16% here for Rebirth and that nano boost. Billy on the other hand onto the right hand side. And noticing what MK is doing, running the Hanzo Torbjorn. There's gonna be a lot of potential damage from different sources. Phil on the other hand, popping the Overlord, gets a takedown onto one. Anti-heal onto Kinji Desu as well. Chrome now trying to back on that, but pocketed up there by Cheon. Gonna be 30 seconds remaining here for Shadiness. Can they actually get into the gates of Hanamura and go for the point? Chrome now into the middle line, gonna pop the deflect, DX with a takedown onto one. 12 seconds remaining here for MMK. They're gonna go for the push again. 10 seconds remaining. Here's Chrome now with the deflect. Gonna dash onto the point. Gonna be Gucci as well now with the dive. Dodge this with the charge onto the top left side. And overtime now has been popped. Can MMK keep this up? Sleep right now gonna be tossed out, and Rebirth gonna go for the push. Dodges now with 2. Here comes the Genji of Chrome. Goodbye Chrome. He's gonna fall. Billy with the nano boost and Hanzo into the play. And MMK gonna hold it there. Just eventually, it was a lot of stop gate matters and manners there from MMK, slowing the progress from Shadiness eventually to a halt. It wasn't a gradual thing. It was something that was more, what do you call this? Ascending? Like, the Torbjorn putting so much pressure with that turret just up on top, and the Hanzo just able to whittle people down with the Storm Arrows, a pretty good DPS line. And honestly, Shadiness had no real response. They took too long to go for the dive. The composition involves getting into the fight as quickly as possible, and they were just forced to wait outside due to all the status ailments going their way.
I have destroyed more of your kind than I can count.
Keep it clean, folks.
Attackers
Keep chat
incoming
clean.
in
Clean
30
friendos. Thank you. Anyway, it is what it is. MK right now. Yo, stop antagonizing. Stop fighting. No audience, yo. Yeah, anyway. So for MMK, they're gonna go with the Bastion. They're gonna go for the Bastion and the Symmetra. This is gonna be an interesting composition here. As Daks now gonna go to the right hand side. Gonna be speed boosted up by Joran as well. And look at this. This is gonna be the position for MMK. They're gonna try to set up the teleporter onto the point. No, they're gonna go for the second floor instead. A very, very good rotation now from MMK, and Billy going onto the window. But can the Bastion actually get these shots? He's gonna drop on down instead, looking for some sidelines, but sees absolutely nothing. Unfortunately, MMK having the most passive Bastion into the world. Now Billy gonna try to tear things up. He's doing a lot of damage, but not getting any kills. So Shadiness gonna hold steadfast in this first defense. So kudos right now here for Shadiness. They were able to counteract the Symmetra Bastion strat from MK using that teleporter. Dodges right now into the middle line, gonna go for some trades against Gucci, and Dodge as well as Gucci just in control of their team's positioning with those shields. Billy is very, very dependent now on Dodge and his shield, because if Dodge leaves him, the Bastion is going to be a very, very easy target, immobile and everything. Overwatch is a game where mobility means everything, and now the Bastion falling down, going to be protected though by the Reinhardt and the Zarya. Dodge this, bringing KTN along for the ride, and in the meantime, Gucci in the middle line gets an anti-heal. El Prezo with the takedown to one. Shatter is available here for Gucci, but he's trying to get away for the time being. So the Thai squad just staying on to the point, allowing Chrome to go by himself and into the line of fire of Billy. Configuration tank is available, and MK might change things up because they have gone for the Tracer. No more Symmetra. They're not going to go for the Sentry play. They're going to go for the Nano tank play instead. Deadeye now comes to not Shatter onto the right hand side as well. Did Gucci get much? Only onto Billy, but it's not going to lead to a kill in the first place. Another boosted Reinhardt now swinging away, wants to go for the Bastion, gets a swing, gets a second swing, but it's still not enough. The Mercy pocket there keeping the Bastion alive. Kudos to Jordan, just holding that left click strong. Now a punch there, going from Chrome rather onto Billy, but it's not gonna be enough. MMK gonna be taking this 3-2 after a really, really good defense on that second round. Thoughts on Torb? Half-assed DPS, honestly. Torb as a DPS is good. That's 6 seconds with the overload, and I feel like the Torb is very good at choke maps because the turret is a very, very strong thing as well. But so welcome to map number 3 in our 4-game series. We'll see if MK can get the match win already by this one, but even though if they do take the win, we are still gonna move on to a 4th map, which I'm gonna guess already, which will probably be King's Row, because everyone loves King's Row. But anyway, Rialto gonna be a pseudo King's Row, pseudo Dorado, pseudo Numbana. I don't know, there's so many really, really good aspects of this map. A lot of different strategies at the start, into the middle, and into the end. A really, really good design map, honestly. Like, and the aesthetic is amazing. All these extra stuff as well don't really interfere too much about the game. Like, you don't really depend on the boats to get to the other side in the first place. There's no Frogger action, so no real RNG. The rotation is pretty quick as well. You can see where they rotate, where they just go around. You can just have a quick little stroll into the canals of Venice. But enough about that. Let's go back to dry ground. We will see MMK switching things up. Gonna be Neo Gear into the game for Rebirth, as well as Fascinate back in for Phil, leaving Billy and Dinks on those DPS slots with the flexibility here of the squad. Thank you. Oh my god, thanks for the sub. Thanks, Yumi. I'll give you an alert. I'll give you an alert in the next one, in the next stream. Don't worry about it. So anyway, MK gonna be out in the front, and oh, it's very good from Shadiness. They are gonna respond with a Pharah, even though they don't have a Mercy. This is gonna be a little bit of preference here for Shadiness, trying to make the Luciana work with the solo Pharah. It's not really too necessary in the first place to run a Mercy with the Pharah. It has just always been standard, and really their kit synergizes so well. But we're now gonna see Chrome up in the skies all alone, Gucci and Dodge butting heads at the heal, connecting onto both Reinhardts, and both Reinhardts falling into that fight. In the meantime, right now, Billy really low, needs to stay alive. Nigir trying to speed boost the lane, but Joran with some good tracking there to get those shots on up. And now MK in position to try and defend the plaza instead. Shadiness making an opening and making it count. El Prezo to the backline, gets a headshot onto the Sombra, now wants to go for the Genji, but Billy has other plans, trying to flip away, needs to get on out, but his cooldowns are off. and he's gonna get taken down instead. Alpreza right now with 2 kills. The Widowmaker getting a good position up on top, and MMK faltering into this fight. Shadiness just keeping control from the sky, from the second floor, and at the ground with that Lucio. Kenji Deso just enabling his team to go for the push. Gucci right now putting up the shield. Chrome also up on top to the second floor, ready with the Rocket Barrage. Can Shadiness actually stay alive? Infrasight is popped now by Alpreza, and the Rocket Barrage coming out first of all will be Nigear. Jorin with a good reaction, but the Bio Grenade there will be able to get that takedown. In the meantime though, MMK with a very questionable position for that last minute contest. They weren't even able to go at the payload itself, so the first point captured by Shadiness in the meantime. So Shadiness, look at that. Look how they've been running the Widowmaker well. But this might be an opportunity for Alpreza to switch on out, because this isn't going to be a good sideline by the corner. And this is the weakness for the Widowmaker and the second point. It's good at the first part, it's good at the second part, but it's absolutely terrible at this corner. And this is where people usually defend in the first place. So MK taking advantage of the terrain, trying to get in position. Billy on the other hand trying to climb up on top, but doesn't have the nano boost ready from Jorin. Now Billy really low, gets a shot there from Alpreza. Alpreza gets to the Widowmaker uncontested. Someone needs to duel this guy. Daks on the other hand skulking around, needs to keep his team alive, but no, nothing's gonna happen here for MMK. They're just gonna die left and right. The positioning there from MMK was exposed by Daks and his aggressive play. Billy also just up on top was really low, no way to contest the Widowmaker. So honestly, a chain of events for MMK not going their way. And now the second point close to the end here for Shadiness. They get it without any real contest. Daks on the other hand has other plans. Fire Grenade comes on out from Cheon, and here comes Krone with another Swift Strike. Shadiness showing form, high energy, already ready with the Graviton Surge. That was a substitution there from the Thai team, and he has been able to lead his team pretty well by the second point. For now though, 5 ultimates ready here for MMK. They're trying to stay at the gateway. Dodge this out in front. Gucci and Dodge meeting each other. Billy with the nano boosted blade, and he even gets the bubble, but Cheon, balls of steel, sleeve dart out in front. Graviton Surge right now from the side of MMK, but it doesn't get much besides Chrome, who falls to the sleeve dart itself. Now 2 kills going the way of MMK. Shadiness is gonna back on out, but that has to be such a morale boost there for Shadiness, because they were able to get the sleep dart there onto that nano boosted Genji and force MMK to use all of their ultimates into that defense. Now Shadiness with the advantage. The only one to keep note of will be Dodge and that Shatter. Alpreza now switching things over, gonna be on to the McCree instead. Gucci on the other hand will want to go for a duel against Dodge. He hasn't been really winning much against these Reinhardt battles, so we'll see if Gucci now can shine into this corner. MMK holding the ground by the payload into the backline. Billy on the other hand and Chrome just dashing blades, going for them reflex. Here comes Shadiness out in front. Fire Strike is tossed. Can Dodge just actually get the shatter? Because he's gonna be instrumental here for MMK. Daks right now into the backline, going for the hack, and Gucci though will get stunned up by Dodge this. Perfect positioning there from MMK to capitalize on the hack from Daks, and they're just gonna take the advantage and slowly but surely cut out the throats of Shadiness. MK, just a beautiful exposure there by Daks, spotting out the Reinhardt, going for the hack. Fire Strike is tossed out, and it's gonna be MMK into the fight again. Alpreza though stopping the blade in its tracks with the flashbang, but still the sword is out and about. Billy getting 3. That was a very risky play there from MMK though. Fascinate with the Graviton Surge all the way by the Daks. It could have been terrible, honestly, but they made it count. Alpreza sadly not even getting the headshot at the end onto that Genji. For now, Shadiness gonna march on to the Streets of Progress again. They spot out Billy, and that he is gonna take him for a surprise. He thought he was being a ninja, but it's like when you have a staircase and someone is lying down trying to pretend that they're part of the stairs too. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I don't know, that was a very oddly specific example. But now we have the blade, we have the nano boost, we have the sound barrier, and even the earth shatter. The shatter itself doesn't get too much, and the sleep dart there from Jorin this time before he falls, making the blade redundant. but still, Shadiness getting 3 kills into the name, dodges falling by the corner, fascinated Billy, the only ones left for the contest, and this Genji is in the bad spot, but the sleep dart is reflected, so MMK gonna back on out with their Genji still in full view of their healers. It is gonna be 2 minutes remaining here for Shadiness, and MK needs to take the fight to the Thai squad here. Fire Strike gonna be tossed out. Here comes Gravity Surge now to catch out Billy and dodge this. It's the Genji who gets charged into the wall. Soundbarrier now from Nigir, as well as the Gravity Surge from Fascinate, and Daks has switched off to the Tracer and will decide to go into the backline instead. 10 HP and a Dream. Kinjidesu will shut this Dream down. But Shadiness on the retreat already. A good counterplay there from both Fascinate and Nigir to keep the MMK squad in that fight. A minute and 25 remaining, however. Can they still go for the push into this one? We will see a McCree Deadeye available here for El Prezzo, but he's just down below instead. Does get a pick off now onto Billy. High Energy and Gucci trying to march on by, but the tank line forced to move out due to the fact that the Daks on that Tracer just killing for some folks instead. Daks right now working on Gucci next. Fire Strike is gonna be tossed on out, and here comes MK to the backline. Perfect stick there from Daks to Kinjidesu, and the Lucio forced to dance with the pulse bomb to his death. And MK trying to still push this. They are playing extremely aggressively into this game, and it has been working out. They almost faltered in that last defense, but the Gravity Surge and the Sound Barrier were completely key on that 3rd point. They are just trying to make up though for their very lackluster 1st and 2nd points. Now El Prezzo going for the flashbang. Daks gets the blink, but still gets stunned up by the AoE. El Prezzo now forced to go for the Deadeye, but gets counteracted by the poke there from the Tracer. Billy gets the Nano Boost as well, and we were looking for these plays a while ago, but we weren't able to get them. High Energy on the other hand, Nano boosted up with a very strong laser, but a Bio Grenade to his face might seal his fate. Billy with the Shuriken there, throwing the star into the scar of Zarya. MK now gonna go for the push again. El Prezzo wants to go for the punch, goes to the left hand side. On the other hand, we do see the desperation blade here from Chrome. Joran doesn't get the sleep dart, and Billy gets cleaved. Joran falls as well. Chrome right now with the hero blade, and he's showing his true colors and his cape. Gucci has switched off to the Wrecking Ball. Gonna go for the punch right now. Fascinate though up into the air, and El Prezzo forced to retreat. The tank line holding steadfast, but here comes the disruption from both the Doomfist and the Wrecking Ball. Sound Barrier now from Kinjidesu, and High Energy with his own Graviton Surge. Billy caught into the middle. Will he fall? Trying to get alive with that extra healing from Nigir and the Bio Grenade itself. And in the meantime, Daks with the pulse bomb throws it to the floor, doesn't get much. And this is gonna be a very scatter fight here for both squads. Pile Driver now connecting. Shatter onto 3, dodge this, putting everyone to the corner. But El Prezzo has other plans. Meteor Strike. Oh, Joran! How did Joran stay alive in that one? That was fascinating, just keeping him protected. How did that even work? El Prezzo though does get 3 in the meantime, and this Doomfist is going ham into the middle line. Ananda Boost now going the way of High Energy. Can he actually keep this up? Nigir to the column, but the punch just wasn't charged enough. Fire Strike now. Oh, this is the Meteor Slam instead. Fascinate does get 2, and this Zarya has been the linchpin of this defense. He even gets the Nano Boost, complete thrust onto Fascinate. Here comes the reload right now. Can MMK actually hold into this? This is going to be a very long stagger for the MMK squad. Dodge is switching over to the Wrecking Ball against the Pile Driver. Here's the Graviton Surge. High Energy into the middle line, and this is going to be the blade to seal all the fates of Shadiness, because Billy swinging away, gets a takedown now on the Lucio. Wants to go for Chrome next. Can Chrome get the blade in time? No, he can't. He will fall. Gucci getting the binds now onto the payload, and he's gonna go for the swing of things. But MK, oh, Billy! Kamikaze, the way of the Japanese, goes into El Prezzo and gets blown up by the mines instead. RIP Billy. That was a completely heroic sacrifice. And the round 1 goes the way of MMK in that 3rd point defense.
Score.
Beautiful.
2. Switching sides.
Dude, guys, check out what Billy did here. Just check this one out real quick. You see those mines? Billy like, I'm gonna get the kill on that Doomfist. I had the bubble burst, and that was just too many mines. Billy 2, that's too many mines to dash into. Damn, the Genji. Absolutely balls deep there. Damn, that was beautiful stuff there from that Genji. But anyway, a very good attack there from Shadiness. Shadiness onto those 2 points, but sadly faltered by the end. MK finding their groove and weren't staggered around anymore. They showed their stuff, And this time though, Shadiness gonna be onto a Bastion on defense, as well as a Mei. I wonder where they're gonna set up, because El Prezzo gonna be ready. Will's Ice Walls fails to block Jaehyun, and they're just gonna have a little fun right there. I always wondered why the Mei doesn't get any extra speed when she decides to just duster below with the ice. Like, you could just make an ice path and everyone in your team could go faster. Maybe that'll be a potential buff there for Mei, but honestly, Bei has been changed so much right now to become even stronger. I feel like she's gonna be too overtuned by then. But for Shadiness, you're gonna defend already by the Museum. Cheon with the takedown onto one. Dodge is trying to go for the grapple, but he's gonna get taken down by the Bastion instead. Here comes High Energy now with the contest. Gonna be a dive on out from Fascinate as well, trying to get away, but an ice wall there to stop him in his tracks. Meteor on the other hand with a boop onto one, make that two. The Lucio in his element. Meteor showing his stuff and stays by the corner as well. That was an absolutely terrible fight there by Shadiness. Deciding to fight a Lucio by a bridge is literally not playing anything that can shoot above against a Pharah. And MMK taking control with perfect boops there by Nigear, showing his stuff on that Lucio. But it was more of a mistake there from the Thai squad before anything else. Now Chrome decided to switch over to the Doomfist instead. Wants to go for the punch on to dodge this, but the ball just sliding away instead. And in the meantime, Shadiness now into the backline. Wants to go for dodge this. Do they get the hack? Yes, they do. El Prezzo skulking around. The mines are available, but can dodge stay alive long enough? Perfect pocket play there from Joron, and Billy taking advantage with 2 kills. Now dodge this with the pile driver. Chrome with takedown onto one. EMP comes out from Daks, and it's gonna be a hack onto Gucci as well. MMK now taking control of the bridge and the lives of Shadiness. Kinji Desu being booped around. He's gonna fall into the water instead. That was a huge overtime a while ago, but now another quick offense here by the attacking side. That was a big problem though, really. That was really a screw up there from Shadiness, because they had control already with that Bastion, but they decided to go for the contest there by the bridge. Could have just rotated to the corner instead, or even onto the plaza. But it is what it is. Shadiness now has to deal with these mines. Dodges, getting hacked up, but has already popped the shield so he can stay alive. Fascinate though, gonna go for the push. Nano boosted Winston, just glowing his lighting twice as strong. And here he comes to the back line. Cheon just getting hampered. Will get the meat strike instead from Billy. Here comes a dive on in, and that's gonna be a good hack onto the Sombra. But still, Fascinate getting 2 more kills. MMK just going for the push with the snowball effect, and really this has been a tide of strength here from MMK. Fascinate though all the way into the backline, gonna pop the prime bridge, gonna go for some punches, wants to go for the Ana now. Here comes the Sombra with the hack, but Daks with a quicker hack finger, the nails just digging onto El Prezzo. And MMK right now keeping alive, keeping the push going, and this looks like this might be the beginning of the end here for Shadiness, because Daks right now has been popping off, getting the hack there onto Kinji Desu and getting the takedown. EMP is available, hack now connecting onto High Energy. He's gonna be in low velocity instead. Here's a punch now, and then EMP into the backline just goes for Billy itself. Damn, that was a counterplay onto both the Sombra and the Doomfist. Shadiness though taking advantage with those picks, and here comes the push. Soundbarrier was popped by Niagir, but I feel like it wasn't something to do in that situation. A good effort from the Lucio just wasn't enough in the first place. Right now though, MMK just trying to regroup, getting in position, trying to think if they want to go for a stroll first into the docks, into the seas of Italy, but no, they have other plans. Getting 2 kills and wants to visit the statue. Damn, dodge this! Actually falling to the ground thanks to the sleep dart there, and Cheon, a beautiful show there from Diana. But now here comes the light works from MMK. Daks with the EMP. El Prezzo switching over to the Bastion, but Gucci having other plans, gets the shatter out after the kill onto the Sombra. And the Reinhardt just keeping them in that fight with a perfect stun into that game. Shadiness right now, winging pa ako guys. Shadiness right now, holding steadfast the same way MMK did, but it is 25 meters away for MMK's victory. Can Shadiness actually hold on to this for the time being? Can they actually make it to the end with the defense just staying strong, staying steadfast? That is the real question here. MMK will go for the jump. Billy on the other hand looking for an opportunity to go for the rollout. Gonna go for the punch first, and wants that on a Cheon into the sky, gets taken down. The meteor strike to just reset the Doomfist, but 2 kills already going the way of Shadiness. Both the supports of MK falling, no more sustain here. Fascinate going through some punches with the Primal Rage, and he's gonna get on out instead. So another unsuccessful push here by MK. Dodge this, getting hacked around again and again. These Sombras though are very crucial, honestly, completely necessary for both squads to deal with the opposing Wrecking Ball. Now we do see Dodge and Fascinate switching things over. Gonna be Orion and Zarya for their duo. But Daks now skulking around to the right hand side, looking for a way to maybe get a pick onto Diana. Looking for also any ultimates. The supports though for Shadiness close to theirs. The nano boost with Cheon as well as Kingita's Soundbuyer ready for this fight. But High MG has already fallen. He's gonna be back on out from the Thai squad. Huge EMP from El Prezo, and MK scampering. Gonna have Gucci with another nano boost as well as a shatter connecting onto the opposing squad. We do see a flashbang now. A Soundbuyer pop by Kingita, keeping Reinhardt alive. This is gonna be another victory here for Shadiness. They might regret a few of those ultimates at the end, but for the time, it was a situation. It was such a do or die moment that they needed to use the ultimate to stay alive. MK now having other plans. They know that Shadiness has blown their ults, has blown their load, and has done as much as they can in terms of power creep. In the meantime though, Daks spots out that El Prezo has gone invisibility and even notices the translocator. He's gonna go for the assassination. Oh, he's waiting for his invisibility. That's very smart. And MK gonna follow suit, waiting for the opportunity for the Sombra to get into it. El Prezo now just skulking around, has no way out. And if Shadiness will lose their Sombra, this is gonna be a very delicate situation for them. Daks down into the middle line, gets the EMP. Here's a hack though on the dodges. He can go for the charge, even go for the shatter. But still, El Prezo not really doing much in this situation. Now the McCree and the Sombra dueling. There's the takedown. Gucci now has to deal with the rampaging Reinhardt, and he will fall to the hammer instead. MMK close to the end. The statue blocking our view. But Billy on the other hand has other plans. Has been deadly with the revolver. Has an even sharper eye instead with the takedown. Minute and 30 remaining. Everyone needs to get to the payload though to make it go faster. Can MMK make it to the end? Faster with a beautiful Graviton Surge. And that is gonna be MMK with their third victory. NY XL versus Soul, really? I mean, it's been very close, especially one of those contests. But yeah, Shadiness sadly faltering at the last moment. A beautiful defense. This was such a good play there from Gucci. He knew to take advantage to get that stun. And they won it out in that fight. But sadly, it just wasn't enough. So MMK gonna be on that first defense again. And interesting to note that MMK has decided to switch roles with Fascinate and Dodge this on the DPS. Billy on the main tank. Things always a flex who's gonna be on that off tank. So we'll see if Fascinate can do the exact same thing Calamitous does. Gonna go for the rollout. Oh, Side 6 is charged up! Will land into the middle line. Yes, it does! And El Prezo caught off guard. Here comes Billy right now with the pile driver into the backline. Gucci getting hacked up as well, but Dodge this into the fight again. And really bringing out the old days, the old Sombra days of Dodge this. But it might be something that MMK will regret because they have lost 3 members of their defense. And Daks getting staggered as well. Fascinate bringing everyone to their doom. And in the meantime, Dodge is just skulking around trying to get a flank. Wants to go for the Ana, but get met by El Prezo instead. The two Sombras now gonna go for the duel with the machine pistols. And in the meantime, Jordan getting staggered again. Can MMK even go for the contest? Billy right now with the rollout. Fascinates with the combo as well. Gets rid of Cheon. Perfect hack there from the Sombra of El Prezo to stop the rocket punch in its tracks. We will see MMK now jumping onto the point a little more, but 3-4 have fallen already. So within the minute, Shadiness getting the point, and Cheon having a smaller walk of shame to try and get back to his team. In the meantime, we haven't really seen some switches here from MMK. Billy still staying on. No, he hasn't had enough. Gonna go for the McCree instead. Dink gonna be on that solo tank. Zarya, and this is a very questionable lineup now for MMK in this situation with that McCree. They could have gone for the Genji. And we will see if MMK can actually run a Doomfist main tank situation. Passate now getting in position. This is going to be very, very pick-heavy composition. Can they make it in the first place? There is no contest, however. Eichenwalde just having a quiet day. Passate now just turning that silence into a death scream there from Diana. Meteor Strike now into the middle line. Doesn't get much, however, even though he was nano boosted. Shatter now comes on out. Gucci wants to go for the charge, but Dodges is the only one to the floor, so he can't really go into it and make it worth it. Dodges right now with the EMP. Sound barrier in response from Kinji Desu to allow Shadiness to go for the push. Passate on the other hand getting a punch now onto Cheon. Wants to go to the left hand side. Here comes the punch. Can the Lucio get on out? Kinji Desu just going around with the payload. And for Shadiness, this has been a very, very strong push. They have been able to capitalize on the mismatches, honestly, from the side of MMK. But it's going to be Dinks and Billy skulking right now onto the second floor. Can Dinks get a good Graviton Surge? Tossing it. EMP in response. Can Elfreza turn things around? They do get the kill onto both Passate and Dinks. And in the meantime, Nigir dancing along into the moonlight will fall instead to that Sombra.
Translocating.
So really, Shadiness just having a field day here. MMK struggling to even get into position again. Passate now switching over to the main tank, Reinhardt, and Billy all the way into the back. Deadeye now is Prime. Can anyone go for the contest? No one actually falls there. Cheon, tunnel vision will lead to his demise. Can MMK still capitalize into this? Here's the charge right now from Gucci, and Shadiness getting another point in this fight. So MMK's off-roll experiment not working out in their favor. Dodge is still on that Sombra, but I feel like he hasn't had much impact into this fight. Can Billy though, can Billy make up for that extra DPS liability? Dragon Strike now comes on out. Here comes Shadiness with the Graviton as well as the Dragon Strike. Fascinate forced to back on out. A Nano Boost going the way of the Blue Reinhardt, and he's all the way into the backline. Trying to bully the middle, but no won't get much. Chrome will be able to get the takedown there. Dodge is now switching over to the Junkrat to try and do some damage. Tossing out some grenades left and right. Here comes Shadiness though in full force. A hack going the way of the Zarya as well, and El Preza right now close to the EMP once again. This might be a nail biter here, or this might be a ding dong you're dead from the side of Shadiness, because MMK now getting in position by the throne. Kinji Desudo caught on now, has to back away. El Preza in the meantime will pop that EMP, but the Lucio has already fallen. Shatter now comes on out. Gucci trying to get more value, but doesn't get too much after the Nano Boost. The Dragon Strike now to cut off the retreat here from MMK, and Shadiness now getting 3 picks. Here comes Jordan with the contest. Billy and Jordan fall at the same time, and Shadiness getting the team kill and getting the full map in the process. So really, that was just a situation where MMK only sandbagging at the start, trying to be too ambitious there against the opposing team and pay for it with their lives. There was a good initiation there from the Doomfist, getting the Seismic Slam onto the McCree and even getting the Instagib. But it's not enough to just stay there. You can't really take the fight still. You have to back on out, because they were in position as a cluster, just immediately running over the Doomfist and everyone who went along due to the fact they didn't have much besides the Wrecking Ball in the first place. But it is what it is, and let's go into the attack here for MMK. Can they actually make it count? They have switched back to their normal roles. Dodge is gonna be on that Reinhardt instead, and Shadiness gonna be probably feeling good about themselves. Had a great attack, have 337 on the board, and kudos to the Thai squad for just playing so well into this game.
Looks like I have time to do
El
some
Preza right now, skulking around again, trying to figure out where he wants to initiate on, and he might actually go for a hack up on top. So basically, why you put your Sombra here is just in case a Doomfist decides to go for the flank by the trees. It's gonna be a very safe and easy pickup for the Sombra. Just gonna be like, what he can do is just hack him as he comes by the Crevice, and he's gonna fall to the environmental. Of course, if you have good tracking as well, El Preza can easily get the takedown. In the meantime though, Chrome having the same idea as Fascinate, gonna go for the rollout. Seismic Slam now 125 charged up. Jordan is the target and he will fall instantaneously. Dodge is forced to back on out already because the Ana gun at the start of the fight will allow Shadiness to just run him over. Chrome now with another punch, this time auto Niger, whooping things up on top. Here comes Shadiness with another set of kills. And MMK forced back inside to the pub. That was absolutely unfortunate there for Joran. Honestly, they should have looked up a little more because they already knew that it was a potential strategy. Shadiness just taking advantage into that fight. A fire strike now tossed out by Dodge this. And here comes MMK into this fight. But Chrome having already other plans, having a quick little talk with both the Shimada brothers, both of them falling into that start. And MMK just struggling to get this push even going. For now though, Fascinate and Dodge is just hopping along for the ride. And this is Fascinate just taking advantage of the fact that they are down in numbers, just using the extra damage going his way to charge up his beam. Gucci now with the shatter will be countered by Fascinate. Dodges though falls in a clank of armor, and the two Reinhardts just by the street losing their wills to leave. In the meantime though, MMK still playing very scattered. Chrome has been completely in control of this defense. He has always just disrupted MMK into their attack. And MMK already having 3 to 4 fights within the 1.5 minute mark just says so much about how dominant Shadiness has been in their defense. An EMP is available here for El Prezo, trying to get in position by the heart of MMK. He is detected by the Sonic Arrow, and now Dinks knows that the Sombra is around here somewhere. Chrome on the other hand, having other plans, wants to go for the punch, doesn't get too much. Here comes the nano boosted Genji though, but another perfect reaction from Cheon to shut Billy down. Now 2 kills going the way of Shadiness, and if Shadiness was just playing this like this a lot earlier, they would have been able to win out a few of those maps in this series. But in any case, the Thai squad now showing their full potential here, trying to do as much damage as they can, just being completely dominant and just sacrificing heroes that can get back into the fight very quickly to just go for those staggers and those picks. El Prezo almost gets a shuriken there from Billy. That was a little too close from the Sombra. He's just waiting for the bullet to come on out. Here comes the Graviton Surge, and here comes the hack now on the dodge. There's no shatter follow-up, but the Dragon instead from Dinks consumes high energy and Cheon. So for now, MMK having the clean kills there to get those, to get the foothold onto the point. Chrome getting felled as well by Fascinate. And that's gonna be a team kill now. 3 minutes and 30 seconds here for MMK to go for the second point. So far so good now for Shadiness on the defense. They did lose out in that one fight. Could have played a little better by countering the Graviton Surge, but it is what it is. They didn't really have much in terms of support ults anyway. But for now, they are going to take the fight here by the upward ascent of the payload by the castle gates. We will see the guard tower now just looming in front of MMK. Huge shatter there! Dodge this, unable to get that shield up in time. And now 4 kills going their way. Gucci right now just showing why he's first class with that Reinhardt and getting 5 picks in the process. In the meantime though, Billy, familiar with these ruins, just having a field day, just roaming around the castle of Eichenwalde, getting in position though to just skulk around, trying to stay alive, trying to not get staggered here, but he always has a plan B, can just switch right to the end point. For now though, look at this, Dinks all the way onto the second floor, looking for an opportunity to get the hack. El Prezo forced to translocate early due to the fact that the hack was channeling onto him. Now here's the hack. Oh, Billy getting the nano boost again. This time Cheon doesn't get the sleep dart. Billy getting 2 kills. The Genji just swinging away for the fences and getting these kills in the name of MMK. Gucci now forced him back on out, but another kill for that Genji. Billy right now on a roll, showing the Genji gods a perfect blood sacrifice. Nixon is alive. Hack now going the way though of Billy from El Prezo, the translocator, to get him out. In the meantime, Dinks gonna go for a Junkenstein Purge here, just waiting for an opportunity to drop one down or maybe just get a good hack there onto one of the tanks. Now Dinks is hacked up himself, so he might get sniped up here by Chrome or El Prezo. The PA squad though close to the end. Here comes the dash from Chrome, going for a few shots. El Prezo now with an EMP, gonna drop one down and translocate. Here comes the nano boosted Doofus rather to get some damage done. 2 kills going the way of Shadiness, and I feel like this is gonna be MMK forced to retreat. They have gotten a good distance in that initial push, but they shouldn't use any more ultimates anymore because they have been countered so heavily by the purple bomb of malware. So far it's good really here for the Thai squad. They have been such a strong defender on Eichenwalde. Really that Doomfist for Chrome, honestly, You can see that he has mastered this map here with this hero. Honestly, a beautiful display with the combinations as well. A minute remaining, however, and MK now to the corner. The bridgeway gonna be met by the PH squad, and here goes the speed boost. Grabbing the starts onto Gucci as well. EMP now from Days, shutting down both the grab and the shatter, and this might be a nail in the coffin here for the defense. Double sand barriers now come on out, and Gucci still getting the shatter onto one, and he's gonna make it work instead. They're gonna go for the push. Can MMK go for the C9? Oh no, they can't even infiltrate with the Sombra. Translocator caught out. The Sombra trying to back will get staggered. Billy on the other hand with a takedown onto one. He has the blade available, and Jordan is ready with the nano boost as well. But this is gonna be a make or break moment here for MMK. Can Billy and Jordan combo it well enough to get that second checkpoint? They're gonna go for it already, but the Graviton Surge in response from the Zarya, and a good hack here from El Preso will shut that Swift Strike down. Dodges though getting the pin, and even getting the boop onto Gucci, exactly what MMK needed. The Ana and the Zarya, the lone survivors, but they can't do anything with that push. That was exactly what Dodge this wanted and more. Literally, the luck of just slamming into the opposing Reinhardt and booping him off the bridge. Exactly what MMK needed to go for the penetration. But for now, Shadiness getting in position again. No EMP available, but High Energy decided to go for the Brigitte instead. First time I think we've seen the Brigitte all day, except maybe on Lijiang Tower. Shadow now comes on out. Dodges does get two, but a good trade there from El Preso to get rid of Dinks. And as I was saying, whenever it's a 1-for-1 trade, whoever has spawn advantage here will be able to win it out in the war of attrition. And this time it is gonna go to Shadiness. They are closer to their spawn point, and the third point here is the last point in the first place. Fascinating though, playing very aggressively, going for as much charge as he can, and close to the ground surge as well. We do see a Winston now from High Energy. That's really interesting, because that's usually a counter for a Brigitte. Things getting into position, and here comes the EMP, shutting down Shadiness. 2 kills going the way, make that 3. Beautiful gravity surge there from Fascinate. High Energy though, high HP full as well, staying on to the point. And maybe this Winston pick was not for a win, but for a delaying tactic, because he's just hopping around, can jump onto the payload again. 5 seconds remaining, someone needs to go to the point, however, here for the Thai squad. Shatter comes on out, and here comes Chrome, sacrificing his life. He wants to get a kill, and the overtime now has been popped. So honestly, Shadiness has gotten the job done. They have a nano boosted Reinhardt to maybe seal it here, but it's gonna be now a Wrecking Ball, just going for a swing. A blade though into the back line. Billy wanting to go for a few more, but only El Preso and Kinji Desu. Oh, even Cheon, the Genji making it count. Billy gets 4. What a hero, what a play. 5 kills going the way of the blue Genji right now, and Billy wants to go for Chrome next, but he leaves the point. And Billy with the one-man team wipe, getting that 6th kill at the end.
Score 3-3.
Just one more attack here, only for the Shadiness squad. Honestly, if MMK didn't sandbag that first defense, that would have been a closer game. But now, MMK having the tough task to defend one tick for 3 minutes and 37 seconds. Honestly, I feel like the Thai squad can get on the board with this one. Really showing a very, very strong Doomfist game from Chrome. El Preso with a pretty consistent Sombra as well. And Cheon just predicting no Nano Blade in time. But anyway, MMK now can decide to do something a little different. Will they actually do this? Will they go for the Roadhog Symmetra? No. They're gonna play this a little more standard, but will still whip out the Torbjorn and the Symmetra. Just a little more TV crafting. No! It's a Sombra here for Daks. They don't want to go for the builder strat completely. We will see though how Billy will get in position in the first place. So Turtle being tossed. Nope, it's not gonna get onto the tree, Billy. That's not gonna work for you. 5 seconds remaining, and Shadiness is gonna go for the roster that they feel will take them an easy victory for that first point. Gonna be a Sombra and a Hanzo this time. Chrome gonna be trading out the fist for the bow and arrow instead. Storm arrows being tossed out by the turret, and they know a Torbjorn is into play. Now that Billy's turret has fallen, here comes Shadiness, because it is going to be on cooldown, so Billy can't set up just yet. Dodge this, as well as Gucci going for some blows. Fire Grenade now connecting onto the blue Reinhardt to keep him topped off. Jorad getting a lot of energy for these fights. In the meantime though, there's a pick off now for the Thai squad. Dinks has fallen, MMK gonna go for the rotate, and Billy is caught out by the right side. Here's the speed boost, the armor is forced onto him, but Kinji Desu with the takedown again. Chrome falling into the abyss for some reason. That is unfortunate without the Hanzo, but still, it is gonna be Shadiness now in control of this point. A contest here from Niger to try and stay alive. Fascinate on the other hand, onto the right hand side, dueling against High Energy, and High Energy playing to his knee stick, 100 energy and a dream. Shadiness with the victory, getting on the board, but still MMK with the match victory, winning it out 3-1.
Play of the game.
GG's around to all players. Thanks though. Getting play of the game with the Hanzo. Oh, this was the penetration here from MMK, exactly what they needed in this fight. A perfect grab dragon, and even just going for a little hammer play onto that Sombra. That's gonna be the series, guys. Thank you guys for tuning on in. Billy though, GG's, thank you guys. Billy though getting all those votes. Just the Genji showing his stuff. Honestly, team wiping at the